Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I kind of forgot to update the game for the new season, so that was so I couldn't turn on anything or else it like slow it down. So it took a bit because it's on a external hard drive, and well, that's what happened. Then I kind of got distracted while I waiting for it to. It was a whole mess. I need. I think I am gonna try and be more punctual from now on. Anyway, we are
At least
back.
time flies by so much faster. Before I've even done anything, it's already morning.
Uh, have our investigator or Tiana, Metro, and or B. I'm keeping a feeling a depends on the vibe of the because we have update. That means I logged in yesterday, but I didn't much. Yes, I know how this works for all this. Tracing waters that. Okay, let's start the mission. Also, I got this one. Got it. Anyway,
The wind is picking up. Mama, be careful.
new
Don't go
story.
away.
Let's go.
It's just a light
Crack.
breeze. I'm not worried at all.
Let's go.
Huh? Huh. Why does Dada always leave half a sentence hanging? Now we have to go find out ourselves. Anyway, let's go see how.
All right, I needed to. That is forgot. Okay.
Special silken lake pickup. Oh, wait, Nikki. Is that someone flying by the lake? Huh?
Those.
Huh?
Headers.
Huh? Nikki, the water's getting too deep for me. Let's head back.
Talk to. Okay.
Craig,
I I miss my grandma.
your grandma? I don't think you've ever mentioned her before.
He looks. He actually looks
I
young.
try not to. Whenever I think about her, it hurts so much. She was a quirky little old lady. She always carried around an old worn-out notebook full of stories. She used to tell me that every night. The darkness carves out a brand new moon. She'd say there's a hidden kingdom in the snow. And even the little snakes in the meadow have wishes that sparkle. She told me all of that. But she also had a bad habit. She never finished her stories. She always said, "I'll tell you the rest next time." But after a dozen or so next times,
That's
she,
that's kind of sad.
she never got the chance to finish any of them.
Those sound like such beautiful memories. Your grandma must have been a wise and gentle soul. Maybe those unfinished stories were a special gift she left for you.
A gift? You... What do you mean?
Maybe it was always her dream to write those stories with her favorite grandkid. So she'd start them, and then wait for the day you'd pick up that old notebook and continue to write, and eventually finish them yourself.
You really think so?
Oh, here come the tears again.
During the blue tear season, this is what you're supposed to do. Just let it all out. Cry
Oh, a
as
cry.
you please,
Oh,
and
come
let the
on.
blue tears carry your sadness away.
Oh, this is gonna be a sad
Huh?
episode.
I mean, I...
That's great.
Oh, just keep walking and you'll see them. There's this whole stretch of glowing blue water. This time of year, during the blue tear season, people tend to feel more emotional. Sometimes, sadness gets buried so deep you...
I see now. They help people leave. What is it?
Well, you can always visit the tear bottle vendor and buy a special bottle full of blue tears. That way, you can share your sorrows with the blue tears anywhere, even in private. But, to be honest, I still prefer coming here. They say that if the blue tears truly bless you, they might carry you back to the
Oh,
past, so you can make things right.
Hey, you.
When I was little, a lullaby passed around Breezy Meadow about the blue tears. I still remember parts of it.
that seems too much.
Blue tears, blue tears. Secrets kept in guarded years. Upstream I drift, soft and light, to yesterday's fading plight. If this is true, I hope the blue tears can take... But it's just a lullaby.
Is that so? Hey, Momo. Huh.
Horsey. Where are the horses? I don't know if they are supposed.
Don't cry. Don't cry anymore.
Huh? Who's speaking? Huh. Help. Hey, Nikki, let's stay in the shallow water.
I think I was supposed to follow though. Oh, sorry.
Don't cry. Don't remember me for this moment.
Don't cry.
to be celebrated,
Oh,
not.
Nikki!
The blue steers are taking me back.
Nikki! You finally woke up! You passed out all of a sudden. It scared me.
I did what?
Just now, by the lake, we were watching the blue tears, and then a voice. I called out, but you didn't respond, and then you collapsed. Thankfully, a passerby helped me pull you out. Her name's Deanna. She's a ranger.
Oh, it was nothing. And ranger might be a bit of a stretch. I only just started training. I actually
E.
learned how to swim by helping kids catch fish, since I could never get the hang of fishing. I never thought it'd actually come in handy someday. But I'm glad it did.
I mean, I think knowing how to swim is always going to come in handy.
How are you feeling now? Do you hurt anywhere? I'm all right. Thank you, Deanna. But what about you? Me? I'm fine. Oh, wait, my bracelet. It's gone.
Oh no! Don't tell me it just fell in the lake!
Bracelet? Oh, please don't worry about it. That scale bracelet is actually a little odd. It's gone missing a few times, but somehow it always finds its way back. Grandma used to say people, like rivers, flow alongside each other. Things that drift along the water are sometimes returned by it too. Maybe one day after some... I feel a bit sad about losing it. Still, your bracelet was lost because of me. Deanna, I'll help you find it.
It's that voice from the blue tears fault. Without it, none of this would have happened.
A voice? What? It was a woman's voice. She kept telling me not to cry, and not to let death be how she's remembered.
Wanted to be
Her
celebrated.
tone was warm, but somehow it filled me with such deep sorrow. Strange. I didn't hear anything. While I was helping you, I spotted some strange blue figures flickering near the water's edge. I was going to check it out, but then you woke...
Unheard voices. Flying figures.
Ghosts.
This is starting to give me the chills. Is that part of the blue tears legend too?
No, I don't think the ghosts are.
I've only heard the version where you return to the past to fix regrets. Wait! Hold on! Did you hear a response from the blue tears? Isn't that supposed to be a blessing? This sounds dangerous. It even mentioned death. I'm confused too. I'm worried. Whoever that voice belonged to, she sounded like she was in trouble. Like she was calling out from somewhere far away. But how is that linked to the blue tears legend of regret and redemption?
Maybe.
I don't really know either. I've only that story. I heard it from a tear bottle vendor I met across the river. They might know more about it. You should ask them. Great. Thank you, Deanna. We'll head there now. Okay, I'll look around too. I didn't hear the voice, but if there's another clue here, maybe I can find it.
Thank you, Diana.
If
Thank you, Diana. Where is it going? Oh. Okay, they appeared. But, Are those ghosts?
Huh?
Why are there ghosts in my
The cheer bottle
dress up
vendor should
game?
be somewhere close by. Wait, are they that glowing blue thing? Nikki, what are those things?
Oh, wishing one, how could this be? Alicia was killed by the serpent! How could that monster do that?
Madness. Everything's falling apart. At least the serpent handed over the Orosa scepter. Otherwise...
Shadows? Are they talking?
Oh, they are past
Don't be
regrets?
scared. I'll go ask.
Approaching
Who
the...
are you? Why are you here? And what's all this about the serpent killing Alicia? No
They are stuck.
Nikki, Ribbit, can you hear that terrifying Shadow's voice? Ah! A ghost! What?
Oh, they are finally using the croakers again?
Ribbit, I'm here to collect the blue tears for the tear bottles. The blue tears are so sad. When humans cry to them, it makes them feel a little better. Ribbit, I can trade tear bottles for art supplies and for stories, and then I can make tons of new graffiti. So you're the tear bottle vendor we've been looking for.
You scared me for a second. I thought something strange had happened again. Long time no see, Miss Croaker.
Girl, it's happening. There are still ghosts behind you.
It's strange, but seeing you here by this eerie shadow gives me a bizarre sense of comfort.
Me too. Oh, Miss Croaker, do you know what these shadows are?
Ribbit, I don't know anything about them. Not long ago, a bunch of blue shadows appeared at the lake with blue tears. Ribbit, this is the first time I've seen them. I was going to hide upstream by the river, but there were more shadows over there. So I got scared and I ran back here. Ribbit?
Oh, blue shadows everywhere?
So then, the strange figures Deanna noticed must have been these shadows.
Actually, Ribbit, I have an idea. These shadows might be related to the original legend of the Blue Tears, Ribbit. But what about going back to the past to fix regrets? Yes, Ribbit. A long, long time ago, some saw the shadows of their loved ones who died in a war by the lake, Ribbit. They cried their heart out, telling their loved ones how much they missed them and made up for the regret of never saying goodbye. That's how the legend started, Ribbit.
Oh, so they don't go back in the past, they just get to say goodbye?
Other croakers say it happened almost a few centuries ago. Maybe those people saw those strange shadows back then, Ribbit! But there's no mention of these shadows speaking. It's only you who can hear them, Nikki, Ribbit. Maybe you're the Blue Tears' chosen one, Ribbit.
Maybe. I came from far away to... Miss Croaker, we're tracking a mysterious voice. It always appears at the same time as the shadow.
Maybe still, they could be connected to the mysterious voice somehow.
Could be. Oh, earlier, we overheard the shadows saying that the serpent killed Alicia. So, if these shadows were once real people,
Hmm?
then what they're talking about might actually have happened in the past.
I don't want to go to a
Miss
big
Croaker,
giant
have you
snake.
ever heard of Alicia and the serpent?
I don't want to go towards a big giant snake. That's Death Wish.
Ribbit? Alicia? Never heard of her, Ribbit. But the serpent? Oh, that's super scary, Ribbit!
What about the coral
They say
scepter?
it's big enough to coil around the entire Well of Fortune, and its fangs are longer than 3 croakers stacked up on top of each other. They say it snatches up all the naughty little croakers. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Oh, wait, can we even still call it a...
The serpent killing people. Could that be what the mysterious voice was referring to when it mentioned death? Why am I the only one who can hear it?
Ah! So creepy! The weird voice is back again! Bye-bye, Nikki, Ribbit. I'm getting out of here!
Jeez. I should follow her and get out of here.
So fast!
Let's go, Momo. We should get moving. The croaker mentioned those shadows appeared up.
Okay, I also want to... Okay, the dress is amazing. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's pretty. And this, what is it? I don't care for it. Tide of Tears, though. Oh, it's amazing. Love a sleep. Love it. I'm only pulling at the end. Gather up all the we can. Oh, but I got permanent ones. Let's go. Okay, got some. Let's see. Hi, Banshee. Oh, wait, we can try. Okay. Dance over her. A perfect score. Oh, I think I still need to do that with the one of the cool. So let's go to it before I forget. How to get? Oh, right. Adarina, we are here. Challenge. Couldn't we have gone with my prince closing better than this? This is so Bayonetta coded. Without the Bayonetta clothing, though. I love this anime. Okay. Go to Relic Hill. There's a thing here. Uh, there we go.
With the key we were given, the gates of the Serpentine ruins will swing wide open for us. The main force is already hidden under a veil of mist. Once the time's right, we'll strike Flora-Wish and start the war.
Wait, what? Where?
It's been centuries since the veil fall, since our god left this world. This time, we must discover how to use the scepter and let our god's light shine. Those ignorant fools. They have the audacity to call us the fanatic wishers.
So wait, they were like fanatics worshipped.
Sith the Serpent is a liar! She tricked everyone!
That's hard to believe. Maybe there's more to the story.
Huh. It'll be too late for second guesses when misfortune strike. We must take back the Orosa Scepter. The hands of traitors must not hold our god's power.
The rose scepter and the serpent. That I don't.
May the Wishing One's blessings remain. Even though he has long since departed, he's...
Give the scepter to the divine envoy! No one's more worthy than Sid!
Nikki, the shadows mention the Mistvale War and the Fanatic Wishers.
Oh boy.
If I remember correctly, all of this actually happened in Wishfield. It seems these shadows really are echoes from the past, but there is still one thing that I don't get. From the sound of it, the serpent named Sith was alive during the Mistvale War. Well, if you can call it alive. She disguised herself as the Wishing One's divine envoy, as a means to get a hold of the Orosa Scepter. And after that, she even murdered someone.
These shadows, could they be the souls of those persecuted by the serpent? Ghosts trapped here by their regrets?
Possibly. Isn't there a Blue Tears legend about returning to yesterday?
So we need to dissolve them. Nice Sprocket. We are doing the mission from the new update.
Maybe that's what it means.
We
Bringing
already
people back from the past, like these shadows and that mysterious voice. Maybe she's a person who was alive long ago.
we already talking about the war, the false divine envoys and fanatics. A very soft subject for Infinite for Nikki.
She mentioned death. Maybe she was one of the victims of the serpent too. And what we're hearing is an old cry for help.
But why would the Blue Tears come find us? Whatever happened to her, it's been centuries. She's probably long gone now.
Upstream I drift, soft and light, to yesterday's fading plight. Maybe it's not just a cry for help, Maybe she actually wants us to help make things right. But we still don't know who she is, or what regret she left behind.
Let's go see then.
Nikki, did you hear something? Just
That noise. Someone's following us.
it came from somewhere over that way. Come on, let's go.
Before that, I kinda want to change outfit. Uh, Back to Investigator Nick, supernatural investigator.
Don't look like it's here either. Let's keep looking around. Gotcha! Alright, spill it. Why were you stalking us?
I wasn't stalking you, I was just lurking, watching what you were doing and trying to figure out these shadows.
That's called stalking!
I just noticed a bunch of shadows suddenly pop up around the ruins. Then you and this weird cat showed up, and it looked like you could talk to them.
Ooh, we can.
So, you got curious?
Exactly. I thought maybe these ghosts of history had summoned you. So I decided to tail you and see what I could find out.
I see now. You misunderstood. We don't know where these ghosts of history came from, and we can't talk to the shadows. But we can hear what they're saying. So, the ghosts of history. Is that what you're calling them?
Better than shadows.
Yes. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Phoebe, and I'm a historian. I came to these ruins because I'm researching a subject related to the Mistvale War. And for this particular topic, I have a special connection. An ancestor who was a fanatic wisher.
Fanatic Wisher?
Heard.
I remember. Centuries ago, under the Mist's Veil, the Fanatic Wishers launched a surprise attack. They hit Florawish and Stoneville at the same time. The Arosa Scepter went missing in the chaos. And those shadows we saw, they seemed to be telling stories from that same time. The serpent disguised herself as a divine envoy and stole the Arosa Scepter. Phoebe, do you know anything about that?
So the serpent, and leader of the fanatic wishers.
Strange. Unlike my family, you don't seem afraid of the name Fanatic Wishers.
Well, if you said you wanted to destroy Wishfield and make everyone miserable, then yes, I'd be scared. Actually, no. I'd be really mad. But since you haven't told us why you mentioned them, I figured I'd listen till the end.
If only more people thought like you. The truth is, my family's full of people we're proud of. It's just that one ancestor who joined the Fanatic Wishers. No one ever talks about him. It's like he's a ghost.
I mean, every family has that one person spoke about because it does look very bad.
Being afraid of someone long gone, someone you can't even see, it does sound like facing a ghost.
Exactly. But I've never liked pretending things didn't happen. All these years, I've been chasing the truth behind that ghost. Ah, sorry, I still haven't answered your question. That divine envoy you mentioned might actually be linked to my ancestor.
Really?
Yes, that so-called divine envoy is rarely mentioned. In fact, in all the historical records I've read, there's nothing connecting them to the Mistvale War, and nothing at all that links them to the Arosa Scepter. Only a
So
single journal page I found buried in my family's archives. It briefly mentions that divine envoy. From what I gathered, I believe my ancestor might not have joined the Fanatic Wishers out of malice, but for some greater purpose. Nikki, I happened to overhear you speaking to the shadows earlier, so I'd like to ask for your help.
yeah, we also kind of need an expert.
Hold up. How do you know Nikki's name? How long were you eavesdropping for?
All of it? The things you've discovered are incredibly valuable. I was actually planning to include it in my thesis. I'll list you in the acknowledgements, of course.
That's tempting, Phoebe. Actually, I've also been investigating a mysterious voice that may be linked
So
to that
team up.
so-called divine envoy. Maybe we can team up.
Amazing. Who knows? I might be able to uncover the voice's identity from historical records. Then you can help me prove that the Forgotten Ghost was actually someone remarkable. In that case, Nikki, I'd make you a co-author on my thesis.
What about me?
Of course. And Momo, too. I can't wait to start working with
Let's
you both.
go.
Nikki, I've cross-referenced several locations where the shadows are gathering in large numbers. I found that many of them overlap with key sites from the Mistveil War. So, based on that, I made some educated guesses about where else the shadows might gather. Let's start right away.
Let's go.
Found you. Nowhere to hide now.
From what I've observed, blue fireflies tend to gather around the shadows. They could lead the way.
Nikki, look. The blue fireflies are moving. Let's follow them.
It shouldn't be far now. I wonder what we'll discover.
I'm sorry, Alicia. I didn't mean to bother you. I just wanted to quietly leave these 2 sprigs of soft daisies at your door. My sister headed out early this morning after you defeated the monsters in that area. She said she was gathering materials for the Wimancer to patch up some clothes.
Oh?
I was just thinking, if there's anything you need, just say the word. We can't fight monsters like you do, but we can help collect materials.
Oh, I totally forgot about mending clothes. Don't worry about it. And please thank your sister for me. The flowers she picked are absolutely beautiful.
You...
Of course I remember. I remember the path to the riverside was blocked too. I'll figure something out. About your sister's eyes, those monsters. There will
Isha
be a
seems
way.
checking everything herself. Okay, sorry, I need to. My cat actually wants to have to go on my lap, or it just wants my attention, or it doesn't want my attention, but wants me to know she's ignoring me. With cats, you need you. It's kind of a toss up between all those. Okay, she wanted my lap. Okay. If I look a bit weird, it's because I'm trying to keep her.
That voice. Nikki, that's the same mysterious voice we heard by the lake.
Yeah, it was Alicia.
That was Alicia. The one killed by Sith the Serpent. That voice we heard must have been left behind after she was attacked by Sith. From the sound of it, during the Mistveil War, she was a hero to many. No, hero might not be the right word.
Protector, maybe?
The war brought terrible suffering to innocent people.
What a tragedy. Nikki, do you think she was so well loved back then?
Maybe. And if we can figure out what kind of life she had,
Don't
maybe
go.
we'll
Don't do
understand
that.
what kind of regrets she had. Then we can help her in the present. Also, she was called a Whimmancer. That's a weird title. Do you think people made it up back then because the fanatic wishers didn't like the term stylist? Let's ask Phoebe when we...
Strange. Many of the shadows we passed on the way don't quite match my hypothesis. Nikki, I'd like to check another location later to confirm my hypothesis. Could you help by listening to the nearby shadows and recording what they say?
Way.
wishing ceremony, people asked the divine envoy to grant them shelter. And they actually got it! They say we can all hide in that huge cavern now!
I still don't.
The wishing one really did send an envoy to protect us!
Oh,
There's
these are all
some hope.
phonetic whispers. Oh,
Divine envoy. When the Silver Gale left us for good, my children were taken too. Please plant a lamp bloom for them. That way they can find their way back.
A wishing ceremony. I guess there are some wishes even the wishing one can.
And the divine envoy was actually the serpent in disguise.
But the serpent did build a shelter for them. She tried to make their wishes come true. Was that all
well,
really
it's gonna be one of
just
those
to win people's trust?
gray area stories.
Also, something a shadow said earlier was kind of strange. It was like they'd actually been there, back when the Wishing One still roamed the land as the Silvergale.
Sorry, I was trying to blow cat hair from my
We really need to tell Phoebe
from my
about all of
keyboard.
this.
Don't bite that.
Hey, is he okay? He keeps talking to that scaled bracelet, laughing and crying, like a conversation. That bracelet. Doesn't it look just like the divine envoy's scales?
Oh,
You don't know the story. He and his little brother fled here together, but they ran into a monster alone. A few days ago, he volunteered to help haul supplies, and the divine envoy gave him that bracelet. She said it would bring him protection. He returned and broke down in tears, saying that maybe if he'd had that bracelet earlier and given it to his brother, maybe he'd still be alive.
Nikki, they mentioned the scale bracelet.
Could it really be that Sith made it from her own?
But she's not even a real divine envoy. Why would she do that?
maybe she.
If
Fake.
it was just about gaining people's trust, they already believed she was a divine envoy. Everyone believed in her. She didn't need to do something like that. Unless she was up to something. But he seemed just like an ordinary person.
No way she did all this just to be nice, right?
Maybe.
Wait, didn't Deanna also lose a scale bracelet? You don't think the two bracelets are connected somehow, do you? Momo, let's head to the lakeside.
Before we head back to Phoebe, let's go ask about the scale bracelet.
Oh man.
Looks like everyone nearby has been told. One more time, let's circle the lake, just in case anyone's in trouble.
Deanna, what are you muttering about?
Oh, Nikki and Momo! It's kind of a long story. Not long after you two left, a bunch of strange shadows started appearing around the Blue Tears, so I figured I'd hang around, just in case. Why are you two back here? Well...
I don't think she's gonna like.
Scale bracelet was given to my ancestor a long time ago, when a passing ranger and her companion saved him from a monster. This can protect you from S-lings. Keep it close until you don't need it anymore. That's all the ranger said before hurrying off. So how long would they need it for? For generations, this remained unanswered. Back in that age of disaster and chaos, who wouldn't want something like that?
Exactly! A life-saving item? You'd never let it go.
Exactly.
But when someone else collapsed right in front of my ancestor, that's when he understood. The apocalypse shattered the old ways of life, like a storm or a wildfire. Everyone got swept up in it. No one could stand against it alone.
Oh, so
The ranger couldn't save everyone, neither could my ancestor. But at the very least, he could save the person in front of him. Since then, that bracelet has been passed along, and our family began to travel. They went from one country to another. The more suffering they witnessed, the more they realized how much more suffering there was, in places we couldn't see.
For one bracelet, that's very profound.
Oh, I didn't want to burden. I grew up hearing that story often. I dreamed of becoming someone like that ranger, someone who could give others strength. To me, she felt like a faraway friend, like a star in the sky. I
oh
always wondered,
god, this is so
all
gonna
those centuries ago, what
bad.
kind of person was she, and where did she travel? My family believes the bracelet is meant for whoever dares to go the farthest, where danger lurks in the unknown. Before my grandmother passed, she gave it to me and encouraged me to start my own journey. That's why I came to Wishfield. I wanted to learn more about the ranger. This is where she came from. But these past few days, I haven't had much luck.
What's her name? Maybe we've heard of her.
Alicia. Ranger Alicia. And her friend, Sith.
Wait, Sith? You mean Alicia and Sith the Serpent were friends?
Oh boy.
Deanna, when your ancestor met her, was Sith a giant serpent?
I've never heard anything like that. If she was a giant serpent, I'm sure my ancestor would have mentioned it.
But the bracelets are the same, and have the same power. Just one was given by Alicia, and the other by Sith the Serpent. What exactly was their relationship? Were they allies or enemies?
That era was so long ago. Most of its history has been lost to time. I've been here for so long, and until you showed up, I hadn't heard a single word about
Let's
Alicia.
let's get Diana in together so we can all brainstorm.
But you've uncovered a lot. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
You're right. Come on, Momo. Let's check out the rest of the shadows nearby.
Good luck! And please, if you do discover anything about Alicia, promise you'll tell me.
Yep.
You can find me at the Meadow Wharf!
Got it.
Investigation complete. Nikki, let's go back and talk to Phoebe about everything we've discovered. Huh? Huh.
Let's go.
Hi, Phoebe. Just a moment. Let's put the rest aside for now. Nikki, could you help me sense this shadow here? I think I just saw... Nikki, I think the ghost... I see...
Let go! Let go! We didn't get the item yet! We have to go back!
Go back! I dragged you all the way out of that cursed cavern, and you want to run back in?
Oh boy.
They told you there was treasure in that cavern. But not that it's filled with traps and hidden weapons. You told me there was treasure too. But left out the ones where the treasure is just some worthless legend.
You short-sighted fool! Once we find a way to wield the Erosa Scepter, there's no wish we won't be able to grant!
It's not possible! People died, and all we got was a page torn from an old journal. It's got nothing to do with the scepter.
Wait, so the journal was taken from inside the cavern? What's wrong? What did you hear?
Lane.
This means... my entire premise is wrong. That journal wasn't written by my ancestor. It was an old record they found in the cavern. The Erosa Scepter, the Divine Envoy, they're even more ancient.
So, the shadows appearing near the blue tears, the ghosts of history,
This is
they're
even
not just
gonna
from
be
the Mistral
more
War,
that.
are they?
That's right. The term Whimmancer only appears in documents that predate the rise of the Eight. It refers to those who wielded Whim before the discovery of the stone tablets, through more primitive means. The stone tablets discovered by the Eight allowed more people to access and use Whim. After that, the word stylist gradually replaced the term Whimmancer. So, going off of what the Shadows have been saying, there are actually two separate different time periods here. One is from the Mistveil War, and one is from after the Veilfall, but before the Eight emerged.
So there are shadows from two different eras. That's why it felt like the time they were describing didn't line up with the Mistveil War.
Okay.
So, further in the past, the serpent posed as a divine envoy and obtained the Arosa scepter.
Okay, my cat is being needy again, so... Okay, I'm back.
Later, she killed a Whimmancer named Alicia. She was exposed, and she lost the scepter. It matches the historical records. After Florawish was rebuilt, the Arosa scepter was in the hands of the Wishing One's statue, until the fanatic Wishers took it.
After that, the story we heard before starts when the fanatic Wishers went into the cavern to find a way for humans to use the Arosa scepter, right?
Yes. About the fanatic I know it might not be connected to the major historical events we just uncovered, but...
Yeah. Okay.
It's important to me.
No problem. Don't...
But before... Oh, we need to follow her. There's gonna be a bad guy. What the? Who? And this has range.
Over here.
What about the records? About how to use the scepter? Were they stolen?
I don't know what happened. I didn't even see what the attacker looked like.
He was just waiting for us to remove the records. We've been completely fooled, from start to finish. It was all a scam! The Wishing One is never coming back. I've done so much to revive him. He should have granted my wish to have the finest clothes and endless wealth!
What are you doing? You threw away the key?
Yes. Now no one can enter the Serpentine ruins. This page here is the only thing I took from the cabin. It better be worth something.
Oh, she's not gonna like that, Phoebe.
That's everything I heard.
Greedy. Stupid. Arrogant. Selfish. All this time, the ghost I was chasing
Sorry, Phoebe.
was actually like this.
Phoebe.
No. Don't try to comfort me. Since finding that ghost in the journal page, I've been combing through dusty archives, chasing a name lost to time. I wanted to prove that even someone ignored by history could have lived a life full of glory and meaning. The truth is, I've been afraid all along. Afraid that one day,
Poor Phoebe.
my research would yield conclusions I'd rather not find.
Found out her ancestor with not the.
I've been afraid of the truth.
I think it's okay to be afraid of the truth, Phoebe. What matters most is how you choose to
Yeah.
face it. Historians are often confronted with many truths. Oftentimes, they don't match their original assumptions.
That's true. History isn't all glory and triumph. There's also destructive greed, whispered grief, and kindness that burns bright. Sometimes it's these fragile, forgotten fragments that make history what it truly is. Sorry, Nikki. I got a little shaken up. But I haven't forgotten who I am. Whether it's ugly, foolish, or noble. It's my duty as a historian to record it, truthfully. Anyway, thank you both for helping me. Our work together isn't... Actually, something you said caught my attention. Those shadows you found mentioned a place called the Serpentine Ruins, and running into layers of traps.
But we are stylists and suppress the traps.
Based on everything else you've discovered,
Back to the serpent again. Well, that explains why we heard Alicia's voice there. She must have been very important to Sith. If they were truly friends, and the serpent killed her in the end... Phoebe, does the name Alicia ring any bells?
the records are scattered and conflicting. Even the serpent had barely any reliable records, let alone an ordinary person struggling to survive
But
after
she was
the
a
veil
whip
fall.
dancer.
Then I guess Alicia is just another ghost buried by time.
Yes. The more desperate the era, the more ghosts we find. I have a bold theory, Nikki. Are you willing to take this journal page with you?
Take it? Isn't it a precious family heirloom?
You know the truth now. It's not really linked to my family. But for the theory I'm entertaining, it may be the only clue we have left.
Okay, let's go
I've
with it.
been wondering, why do these shadows come from two wildly different eras? Maybe the serpent really was active during the Veilfall, but what about during the Mistveil War? I have a feeling that hidden in that cavern lay the answers we seek.
I see.
No need. I'm also curious about this Alicia ghost. Maybe when my curiosity gets too strong to ignore,
You
I'll
could come with
chasing
us,
after
I'll
you.
protect you.
Nikki, be extra careful.
Cricket Ray with long science speed. Our chosen one beg the divine envoy. Why we have today's sweet ceremony. All the children hoping divine and first sweet divine and night was long, so divine envoy told her drops in on the lantern light to roll. Others pray I never see around, terrified they'll discover my wish. Take a wish that benefits everyone. Divine and cause your roses help me. Anyway, the divine envoy of the wishing. Please hear my voice.
People followed the priest to the wishing... Oh,
Oh?
Nikki, your clothes.
This is unbelievable. Maybe it's because of the prayer you just said?
this lamp. It seems to attract the glimmer drops.
In the past, people would collect glimmer drops to light up the road. Maybe it's some kind of guide.
Nikki, let's try to collect more glimmer drops, then light up the lights.
She'll hear us for sure. She's the divine envoy.
Oh, wishing one, may your light shine and your blessings endure.
Yeah, the lamp is fully lit. Nikki, there are a lot of shadows gathering on the island up ahead. Let's go check it out.
Oh, we are actually stuff with that island. Okay. Oh, so Wait, that wasn't there before. And what the heck is that thing? What in the world? Nikki for the serpent?
Wait, is that a key?
Is that the one Phoebe's ancestor lost in the lake centuries ago? If so, does that mean we can get into that cavern now?
But it seems like something's missing.
Can it even be used? It's so worn out.
Don't cry. When the sun trembles in the sky, look to the children and the flowers.
Huh? That's Alicia's voice.
Don't cry. Those of us who survived long not for tomorrow, only for each night. Light the bonfire. Let the knit moths dance. They fly toward me, as if in this world there is still light.
Okay, wait, I've got
Long
chills.
for
No, I
tomorrow.
don't like that.
Only for each night. Is that what Alicia from that era was trying to say?
According to Phoebe, she lived after the Veilfall, but before the Eight appeared. It's hard to imagine what that time must have been like.
I guess back then, right after the gods vanished, the dark ran rampant, and the natural disasters never stopped. Life was nothing like it is now here in Wishfield. Constantly losing their loved ones without warning, they were forced to leave everything they cherished. Praying often for the smallest of wishes, like just having a normal day. But the wishing one who once heard their prayers was long gone.
Threatened by Esslings each day? Too afraid to sleep because your house might collapse? That kind of life sounds utterly hopeless.
Yes.
Oh boy.
In times like that, who even has the strength to dream of tomorrow? Holding on to that tiny flicker of light beside her. Fighting to stay alive. Maybe it was the only thing left that Alicia could do. And because of her, that faint light kept spreading, reaching more and more people. She held on to hope and it survived the dark. Just long enough to keep on burning.
Alicia was incredible.
It's sad that she was killed by the serpent. Only a few fragments of sound and shadow remain. And so many questions. Momo, the blue tears gave us this key.
It's definitely possible. Isn't it like what Craig said in that lullaby? Blue tears, guarded ears. How did it go?
Something about regrets.
Upstream I drift, soft and light, to yesterday's fading plight.
Wait, we still haven't figured out what her regret was.
Right. Like this key and the secrets whispered by the blue tea.
And everything might be.
Nikki, it moved.
Momo, quick! Maybe if we follow the key, it'll lead us to more of the truth. Maybe we can help her.
Yeah, I'm with you all the way.
Go. Let's go, let's go.
It feels like something's missing.
Nikki, Nikki, the key is moving again. Let's keep up.
Fragments.
Another fragment. Nikki, let's keep following it.
On. Oh, I hear worse. I do not like that.
Looks like we're close to collecting all the fragments.
Wait, can we finally go on that way?
Oh, yay! The key is complete now. Wait, what's that over there?
Serpent's Ruin. The fragments.
But if we escape Wishfield, where else can we go? Oh, Wishing One, please show us the way.
Enough. The gods won't hear our prayers anymore. We need to run before the monsters catch up. Just run. Don't...
Tell us, where are the monsters?
Nowhere is safe anymore. You, outsiders, don't go any further into Wishfield.
Finally, we get the main map.
Seth, this time, I know we'll save everyone.
A giant serpent! She must be a divine envoy of the Wishing One sent to protect us. The ground won't collapse anymore, and the Esslings won't devour us.
Divine Serpent, I offer you my loyalty. Please keep us safe. I want to live. I want to live.
The Wishing One's been gone too long. Driven to the edge by the dark. They need something to believe in. You see, even if that belief is built on a lie, it's still better than endless despair.
The divine envoy's hurt, and the envoy is bleeding. Wait, we're not gonna make it. This is the end.
What are those cursed Esslings? Keep killing them, but they keep coming. Why do we have
Oh
to
boy.
suffer like this?
Mommy, the divine envoy swallowed a whole bunch of Esslings, but she's still hurting. Why can't even she use her whim to make the pain go away?
Seth, how long have you kept your body in its serpent form? Since we arrived in Wishfield, have you rested even once? There has to be a way. I've almost deciphered the ancient scroll you gave me. If I can unlock its divine power, you'll finally be able to rest.
What? Why are there so many Esslings all of a sudden? Save us! Divine envoy, please save us!
Divine Envoy. What good is that name? Look at her, crying like she actually cares. She killed Alicia! She lied to all of us!
Imprison her! Imprison her!
Throw her in the air, she does!
Don't cry. Seth. Don't cry. It's okay. Even if I turn to ash, my life burned brighter than any legend.
Oh boy.
Don't cry.
Strange. Why does Alicia's shadow always sound as if she's talking directly to us?
Because she's
As
talking
if
to.
we're someone else.
This is Thief memories. Her regrets.
Someone else? Come to think of it, she kept repeating, like she was talking to Sith. Don't cry, Sith. Does she think we're...
No way. They weren't really speaking to us. It's like they're just reliving something.
like, their memories?
Right, their memories. And if it's Sith's memories, then it all makes sense. Everything we
shadows showed two different time periods. Only someone like Sith could have lived for such a long time. Nikki, I think you're right. These shadows must be Sith's memories.
Okay.
How ancient, from so long ago. That's why most of them are so blurry. But Alicia's voice is always so clear.
It must be because Alicia meant the world to...
That's right. They fought side by side, and they bravely protected this land together. The Divine Envoy, she only pretended to be it to give people hope. They were both wounded, always teetering on the edge of despair, but they never gave up.
Oh, purity, sadness.
So then, how did it all end up like that? They loved each other so much. Even in her final moments, Alicia never blamed Sith. And Sith, she was in so much pain.
Then, maybe this is their regret. A regret only the blue tears remember.
Okay, this is sad now.
But now the key is complete. We could...
It's been so long.
I don't know. But during the blue tears season, her memories still flood. And Alicia's void, I believe that whether she's still there or not, and if she's still there, we need to free...
Hurry.
Thank God. Yes, we can go. Or do I... Wait, what time is it? Okay, I think we have enough. Oh, okay, that's something. Go up there, I think there's an... Oh, oh no. Oh boy, that's... Okay. You don't bite the mic. And why do we want to go this way? When we start. Oh, I tried. Oh well. Stupid rock, it made me lose 2 hearts. Thank you. Okay, come on. Another wind start. Okay. Okay, we are going. No, they were girlfriends. We're soulmates. Girl. They were no, they were in love. I only say this because I don't really care too much for love, but it's cute. Oh god. What's not cute is possibly trying to kill me with those goddamn things. Also, the whispers do not help. North of the rocks! What the fuck? And this camera angle doesn't. No help. Also, serpent. Oh my god, it's constantly serpent. Serpent. This serpent. That's what they are doing. But hey, this one was easy. I don't trust it. This serpent. He's still here. Here's our her tears. Oh boy.
Is that Sith the serpent?
Nikki, why isn't she moving?
Does she turn to stone or something? Oh, I love the outfit. Oh, I love the snake eyes. Oh, I should have saved up for this. If I knew it was a serpent dress next season, I wouldn't even have pulled for the prince.
For you, Seth. See? This little blue flower looks a lot like the one we talked about. Huh. How does it grow here? The land is ruined, but these flowers still bloom. Hopefully one day, it can bloom far, far away.
It's all gonna be dead now. I also I knew dress was coming, I would or or my from the prince outfit, the pre the pre banner. They've saved so much for this one.
Seth, I dreamt of crying. Back in my hometown. So many people were weeping. You want to go back with me? No, it's too dangerous. You're not afraid? I see. In a world like this, the scariest thing is just facing one more day. Then, let's go back to Wishfield together, Seth.
Oh boy. Now she's turned to a
Sith, you're still wounded. We need strength. More of it. You said it yourself. The Erosa Scepter? Just wait for me. I'll get it. The divine power.
oh, there were a couple. Die. Giant serpent and the other is a
The divine power. I understand. It is so heavy. I'm no longer myself. Seth, is this the price? But I can't let go. Even if it destroys me, I must always, always protect.
oh. Hide the purple glow. I'm asleep.
Nestlings!
Poppy!
Let's go.
Please.
Where did they come from?
We are friends.
Uh,
Friends. Love. Those flowers.
uh.
Flowers. Where are they? Tomorrow, let's go home. Sith. Back to Wishfield.
Okay, this is made to be impossible.
Don't be scared, Seth. Let this all end. Don't cry for me.
The Divine Envoy!
That wicked serpent killed Alicia!
She was a liar!
Oh, I hate this.
Did you hear? A new stone tablet appeared.
The great Dexter is here. We're saved! Come, let's go listen! The Eight are teaching about harnessing whim!
This is great. Now we can become stylists and fight the dark together!
Alicia? She died 2 months ago.
Such a shame. She was amazing. If she was still alive, she might have become one of the Eight.
Don't cry, Sith. Alicia guided us to you. I believe she would have wanted to tell you this herself. Don't cry, Sith. When the sun trembles in the sky, look to the children and the flowers. Those of us who survived long not for tomorrow, only for each night. Light the bonfire. Let the knitmoths dance. They fly toward me, as if in this world there is still light. Don't cry. Don't remember me for this moment. Before my death, I truly lived. Don't cry, Sith. Even if I turned to ash, my life burned brighter than any legend.
But she'll never know! Only 2 months. 2 months! And she would have become one of the Eight. It's been centuries. I gave up my body and let my soul wander endlessly in the 20 years we shared. I kept asking myself where it all went wrong.
Sith,
In the end, I finally understood. From the moment she fell into the canyon and met me, the serpent's friend, that kind romancer, the voice of the divine envoy.
Oh boy.
It was my presence that erased her name. My presence that pushed her down that path.
Okay.
If she'd never met me, if I hadn't given her that scroll of divine power, she never would have.
no. Sith. She never regretted even a single choice she made.
She didn't know in just 2 more months.
Even if she had known she'd likely become one of the Eight, she still would have chosen to use that divine power. Because she wanted to save people. Do you remember Alicia's dream? The one she used to talk about all the time. The hope that kept her going, night after night.
To make the world's pain less.
Because she knew, throughout most of history, no savior existed. Before a true savior arrives, her, you, and all the ordinary souls out there, we're all we have. Only if we don't give up will we survive long enough to see the light. So, when she lifted the Arosa scepter, she knew the price she had to pay.
But the price, it was too much. She deserved such a better ending.
But Sith, history is full of tragedies like this. Those who come later always wonder, what if that person had made a different choice? Could they have had a better life?
careful.
But I think Alicia would say, that's just a what if. Real life only exists in the present. In the pain of the present, in the darkness, she couldn't ignore it. No one knows if the future will be brighter or worse. No matter what the future held, she'd made her choice, the kind of person she was. She didn't live for grand legacies. She only lived for life itself.
For life itself.
Yes. Every second of her life burned bright. For herself, for others, for everything she held dear. She fought and risked it all. Even if she could do it 1,000 more times, Alicia wouldn't change a thing. While she was alive, she gave it her all. She lived true to herself. And to her, that was enough.
That was enough. So many years have passed. Is the land she protected? Is Wishfield still okay?
It's great. Kingdoms and towns rose again, and stylists skilled in Wimancy joined forces, creating the Stylist Guild to fight off the monsters. The dark was driven back into the abyss. Wishfield found peace once more, and Florawish was rebuilt. Breezy Meadow is now the perfect spot for picnics, biking, games, and spending time with loved ones.
It sounds wonderful. I wish Alicia could have seen it with her own eyes.
Oh,
She loved trying new things, and she'd get all flustered if she ever lost. If only she were still here.
She is still here. Maybe the grand tales of history forgot Alicia, but someone remembers. Someone you once saved. Their descendant became a ranger. She traveled all this way just to find you, and to uncover your story. And now I'll remember it too. I'll tell as many people as I can that, even in the darkest of times, there was still starlight shining down upon us.
Stories are lost in time, but
Thank you,
they
Nikki.
still hold the way.
the afterlife.
Goodbye. Thank you, Alicia.
Nikki, where were you? I couldn't find you anywhere.
Momo, when I came out, I think I brought something with me. Here.
That looks like Deanna's scale bracelet.
I can't believe it. It actually floated here with the current. Sith must have seen it. This bracelet once witnessed her and Alicia's dreams. It's crossed thousands of years and countless miles, passed from hand to hand by those who were helped, and chose to help others in turn. Kindness passed on over and over, until at last it made its way back to Wishfield, to see Alicia's old friend one last time.
Go to Phoebe and
Now, Sith is finally free. Thankfully, you were here, Nikki. Otherwise, no one would have heard her pain.
Yeah. We crossed time and space, and heard the grief that echoed through it. We never stopped searching for the voice that called out to us. And in the end, we found Sith. Don't cry, Momo. The blue tears already cared. No more endlessly shedding blue tears. No more pain or regret of her best friend's death on her hands. Only this bracelet, and the love that never faded, remains. It's time to go. Let's return this bracelet to Deanna. A rainy day is perfect for picking rainy orchids.
I am very fit. Gonna try and finish the quest and then go lie down, rest. Because the snake and the roommate couldn't get together. Okay, you two are together. We just tell it once then.
They're still not out yet.
If you're really that worried, we'll face it together. Oh, just keep an eye on the ground for me. There might still be some old records.
Don't worry. We even found your scale bracelet, Deanna.
At the Serpentine Ruins?
What in the world? I can't believe the ranger I looked up to, my guiding star, wound up like that.
I've read nearly every historical text about Wishfield. Not a single one mentions their names. Sith and Alicia.
They're like ghosts of history. It's a story long buried in the ashes of time.
The truth of history is often cruel. There's always regret, a cold, unfeeling balance. A life, heavy and meaningful to you, on one side. On the other, just a few scraps of worthless paper.
But it actually does matter, doesn't it? They mattered. To me, to my ancestors, to the survivors of the apocalypse. Just like Nikki said, history may forget about them, but I won't.
Hey.
Alicia, she may not have become one of the 8, but in my heart, she's the greatest legend. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for helping me hear their story. And thank you for making me more sure than ever of my dream. And wherever I go, I'll pass on the story of Alicia and Sith. I'll also pass on your tale, the story of one remarkable stylist. Okay, and I hope someday, someone...
And me. I was chasing the ghosts of my family's past. I've always been drawn to the stories of forgotten people in history, because I believed there had to be something bright about them. But now, I think I see history differently.
You mean, as a historian, it's your responsibility to record it all truthfully.
That and more. There's also the history that lies outside of history. The forgotten, the foolish, the failed. And one person's story.
Right. Not every forgotten person gets a grand tale. Most are just droplets in the river of time. But it's...
So, I want to record them. Capture the texture. Nikki, I will formally submit an application to the Flora-Wish Stylists Guild. I want to write a true account of history, including my own ancestor, the so-called fanatic wisher. And of course, Alicia and Sith. When that time comes, will you help me write their story? I want the world to remember who they truly were.
No problem. I want to write it too. I'd like to write about their fury against the monsters, their trust in each other, their courage, but also the quiet moments sitting around a fire, gazing at the little blue flowers, dreaming of happiness, and the sorrowful blue tears. I'll end it on the most important line. Sith and Alicia remain friends forever.
Gonna the gaze. Okay. Okay, they're done. Now, tons of things to do. And sort. Let's see how many we end up with. Already bought the. Okay, we have 15. By the time this ends, we'll see how long or many we have. Can get the snake dress. So, I think I'm gonna end everything off for here. Hope you all had a good time. Thank you all for watching. And until tomorrow, bye 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 bye.